Welcome back, everybody. Chad Ferguson here, catfishedge.com. We just pulled in this nice blue cat here. We're fishing out in relatively deep water, and I want to talk a little bit about blue cats and CPR and what you can do to really help protect these fish. So I just want to show you real quick the belly on this fish and the way this looks right now. And I'm going to put him back in the water here and get him back swimming, and then I'll talk a little bit more about what you should do. So when you're fishing in deep water, you pull those big blue cat up off the bottom, or any blue cat for that matter, but we fish a lot of deep water for trophy class blues. When you pull those big fish up off the bottom and you pull them up really quick, what happens to them is similar to what happens to a scuba diver when they get the bends. You know, a scuba diver, you always hear they can't swim up faster than their bubbles. You have to come up real slow. Gas builds up inside the body. It's bad stuff, and if it happens to a human, well, it's bad for catfish too. So when you hook these catfish in deep water, a couple of things you want to remember. First of all, try to bring them up slowly if you can. You don't have to horse them up, just pull them up off the bottom. If you bring them up slowly, that'll help prevent a lot of the issues, but still sometimes you just can't avoid it. We hooked this fish, he was swimming around, grabbing other lines, making a big mess of things. We brought him up a little bit faster than we probably would have normally. Pulled him up to the top and his old belly was blowed up, sticking all out. You can usually tell when you get those fish to the bottom or to the top of the water, and their bellies will be blown up like a balloon. And a lot of times when they get to the top of the water, they'll just kind of turn over and float with their belly up. Well, there's a couple of things you can do. And I want to tell you that what I hear all the time is people talking about running a piece of PVC pipe and all these other things down in the mouth of these catfish. Do not do that. You don't need to run anything down the mouth of a catfish. And if you do that, you know, you're getting down in there stuff that you're not supposed to be messing with. Chances are, you know, you can cause a little cut, scrape, get into the gill plates. There's all sorts of stuff that can happen. They'll get an infection. It'll end up killing them, although a lot of people's intentions are good. But you shouldn't ever have to do that. There's a couple of tricks for releasing that gas. A lot of people call it burping a catfish. And the reason is, a lot of times those fish will come up and they have so much pressure in them, it sounds like a person burping when they release that pressure. Sometimes it's just kind of a little swoosh of air. It really just depends on the fish. When you get those fish up to the top of the water, just kind of hold them there and let them thrash around a little bit. If you do that, a lot of times they'll release the air before you ever get them in the boat. If that doesn't work, if you get them in the boat, their bellies are still blown up like that because you pulled them up off that deep water too fast or quickly, just take the fish and lay it across your lap and put the ball of your knee right into the belly of that fish. Don't push down hard, but just put a little pressure on it and kind of wiggle it around. Move that fish around in a circle, back and forth a little bit. I've never had a fish in all the years that I've been guiding, all the years I've been fishing for catfish, I've never had a big catfish that I brought up off the bottom and that we let splash around like that. And then if that didn't work, just put it on your knee and put a little bit of pressure on it, and it'll release that air. It'll burp, it'll swim off, be good to go. You'll know if you put that fish back in the water, if it's got that pressure in it, because when you put it in there, it'll try to swim, but it'll be upside down because the air in the belly is holding it up. But don't stick anything down their throat. Don't run PVC or tube or anything out there. Just let them splash around on top of the water. Put a little pressure on that belly if it doesn't work, and they'll release that pressure. You'll hear it, feel it, see it. The belly will go down. You can put them back, let them go to swim, fight, and be caught another day. Don't forget to release all the catfish over 10 pounds. Practice selective harvest. If you want to get more tips, tricks, and information on fishing for catfish, head over to catfishedge.com. Make sure you click that thumbs up button here on this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Chad Ferguson, catfishedge.com.